Hello ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here for Digital Dojos, and today I'm going to be reviewing the carved Samsung S7 Edge Walnut Burl case. So I want to give a preface and shout out by saying, I want to preface this by shouting out the folks over at Carved for sending these cases along, in particular Derek, who I was in touch with, for sending out the S7 Edge case as well as an iPhone 6s variant. As always though, even though these cases were sent out for review, I want to stress that these are, my own 100% honest thoughts and opinions with my experience with the case. In this case, no pun intended, the S7 Edge Walnut Burl edition. I've been using it for over a month, and originally I wanted to review both this and the 6S Plus case. Unfortunately, my iPhone was stolen a couple weeks ago. Was able to retrieve it, which is a whole separate story. Unfortunately, the case was not salvaged, so I only have the S7 Edge one to kind of showcase right now, but I have been using this for, like I said, just about a month now, and putting it through its paces as far as like an everyday case, keeping it on my S7 Edge, and let's talk about it. The thing about Carved, the unique aesthetic to it is obviously the material, the wooden base material, because when it comes to cases, look, you can get a super cheap case, you can get a super premium case, you can pay, $5, you can pay $100. It all depends on what you're looking for. Utility, form, function, a mixture of both. And I think this kind of comes in somewhere in the middle. You're paying for the unique aesthetic. You are paying a bit of a premium when it comes to the case. But it's more about the unique aesthetic and aspect of the case. Because like I said, Carved cases are all handmade. Handmade here in the US. The team is a really small team. They're based out of Indiana. And the cool thing about them is that, like I said, they make these products made to order for your devices. Whether it's an S7 Edge, they offer cases for the iPhone. They have a whole variety of cases that you can check out over at carve.com. All sorts of different designs, material. This is, like I said, the Walnut Burl finish. And even to the point where you can use their custom designer to make a case that is just unique to whatever you want to throw up on there, whether it's like a picture of you or text or whatever. And then, like I said, you can get it in all sorts of different finishes because they use all sorts of different materials. They add a little coating right here, as you can see, on top of the Walnut Burl, so it's not like a super wood feel, but it is that finish. That feel, it kind of feels like a wax type material, but it's added there to add a layer of protection for your case. It's funny, to preserve the longevity of this material right here, which personally feels fine to me. I like how it feels. I like how it, preserves the look of it over time, and it even kind of, with even the wear that I've seen in the last month on the case, it adds that natural patina to it, and that's a cool aesthetic to me. I'm a huge fan of the wood finish, so it's kind of cool to have this really solid material here on my phone protecting it. On top of that, of course, though, it's not all wood. You have the polycarbonate rubber shell to make it easy to kind of snap on, snap off, and protect it from like shock absorption and basic dings and drops. So that's there, of course. But all that said, like it adds a very minimal profile to your phone, which I'm a huge fan of, and it protects it at the base level. So with that, let's jump into the pros and cons of the case. Pros, like I said, it protects the phone at the most basic level. That's what a case should be doing. That's the base function of a case. It gives you easy access to your ports as well, so your headphone, charger, speakers, even the power and volume buttons are all easily accessible, even with that rubber material over it. I don't have a hard time accessing those. On top of that, an extra kind of like pro, it adds a layer of grip to your device because of that texture it adds with the rubber here. It makes the phone easier to hold in the hand, in my opinion, which I really like, especially on the S7 Edge, which is kind of a weird phone to hold with that curved display. And last but not least, like I said, the natural material, handmade material by the folks over at Carved. It's a cool pro, in my opinion. Like, it's a unique aspect to say that your case was made to order, even to the point where if you pop the case off, you have the signatures of the Carved team within your case. Coolest aspect, in my personal opinion. Let's talk about cons of the case. Like I said, it's not a full-on protection. Your screen is not protected. There's not like a lip, thick lip in the front, so even if you drop it, your screen is still going to absorb all the impact. It's not meant for that. It's a simple case. It's not meant for full-on protection. If you're looking for that, I would recommend looking elsewhere. Or, yeah, and another thing, I understand in terms of cons, the wooden aesthetic, their designs, it's not for everybody. Everybody's not going to want to pay that premium for this personal look. That's all obviously personal preference. I will say, if you are looking for a wooden based case, or if you're looking for a design and you see some of the designs that you like on Carved, or you upload your own, I can't recommend their brand enough. Really great team, really great story in how they're like hand making these in their own shop since like I think starting back in 2011. And yeah, you do pay a bit of a premium, but you get that made to order experience. You get a natural made product here in the US. And you just get a really unique aesthetic. I can't tell you how many people have like stopped me to ask me what case I'm rocking, or if that's like real wood and if they can feel it and stuff like that. And most people are satisfied with how it looks and stuff like that. And personally, like I said, I've been satisfied rocking it for over a month now. I'll continue to do so. You can check out, if this isn't like your particular preference, you can check out their site. They have a ton of them, like I said, over at carve.com. And yeah, I personally recommend the case in this case. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. You can check out more, like I said, over at their site. I'll leave links in the video description for this specific case if you're interested. Retails for just, I think, if I didn't mention it, $32. And that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you weren't. Check out the full posts I'll be putting over at digitaldojos.com. You can always head over there for more content as well. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching.